Hello, hello. Yo. Damn, we got some people in here. Oh my god. Damn. Hi, Scarlett. Hi, how are you? Hi. Oh, Enzo. Yo, what's good, Enzo? What's happening? What's happening? Hi. Hi. Damn. Honestly, yeah, I'm planning on doing something a little different tonight. I have, all right, hold on. Let me turn this down a bit. Hold on, hold on. First of all, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for popping in. Hold on. Thank you for popping in. Oh my god. Hello. How are you? How are you? How are you? I can't speak. How's everybody doing? Yeah, today I wanted to do a new like thing where I talk about like gaming news and stuff and just like what's going on in the industry and just stuff that interested me, like new games I've been playing, or like I also want to do like talk about music and like some other shit too. So I want to be able to like have stuff I can clip and put on YouTube. So this is my little like mini show podcast. Have you heard about that new hentai versus furries update? I'm gonna take you out back and shoot you in game, of course. Bushing and kicking my feet. Bushing. What is bushing? What's bushing? What that mean? What that mean, twin? hope you guys are having a good day, a nice day. Yeah, Harayu twirling my bush. Oh, I was doing that earlier. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna save that for the subscriber only stream. Be on the lookout. Shit, me too. Hey, Enzo, you do that too? So yeah, hold on. I'm gonna turn off the chat on this screen. So I got couple stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Couple things to chat about. That I want to talk about. I actually have like one of my other favorite content creators uses this website to like put all of his bookmarks, and he does the same thing. I was inspired by him, so it's not my original idea, but he does a lot of like news talks. Yeah, the Sora. Yeah, we're about to get into that's actually one of the topics. That's actually one of the topics for today. That shit's crazy, bro. Not to spoil the news, but yeah, that shit. I was looking at it, and I was seeing some other content creators like be very eager to put their likeness on the app, and like honestly, like half of the stuff that I was seeing, like it looked pretty darn realistic. I'm not gonna lie. TS, this shit sounds awesome, twin. Thank you, twin. That means the world. I appreciate it. So yeah, I hope they're using Sora to make Jake Paul gay. I don't think they need Sora to do that. I don't think I think no Jake Paul shade over here, but he might already have that down. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the first article. I try to organize them a bit. So let's see this one. Hold on, let me make sure I got everything opened up. So just kick back. You guys are free to chat with me, or you can kick back and just, lurk. I appreciate either one. Both of them are very helpful. So yeah, first article. Microsoft addresses rumors surrounding Xbox console future. I think this one was like a little bit about the actual like hardware of like the Xbox. And basically, I guess there was some rumors. I'm gonna read the article itself, but I think there was some rumors about Xbox like kind of moving away from physical hardware, which that kind of seems like what they're doing with like Gamepass and like their business strategy for like the past 10 years. And they've been, it's been very rocky, to say the least, for Xbox for a little while. What about Game Pass turning $30 Yeah, that's what I'm about to get into also here. But let me read this. I don't think this article's that long. It said, Microsoft has addressed the rumors suggesting that the future of Xbox hardware is up in the air. In a statement provided to Windows Central, Microsoft says that it's actively investing in the future Xbox systems. We are actively investing in our future first-party consoles and devices designed, engineered, and built by Xbox. For more details, the community can revisit our agreement announced with AMD. So yeah, here they're kind of just like dispelling the rumors that they're like planning on, you know, moving away from like physical releases on consoles. I guess there was some leaks. Someone was leaking, or someone made a post on a forum suggesting that they were doing that, but I guess they, you know, they caught on to that and they decided to refute those claims. But there's another article here. What was the next one? Okay, before we get into that, I thought there was another one that was Xbox related. Yeah, we were going to talk about the price increase for Game Pass. Microsoft like 40 minutes away from me. Don't worry, I'll rot for y'all. Yo, I appreciate it. Xbox switching up on me, and you're a loyal Xbox subscriber. That's crazy. Yeah, Game Pass went up from, I think it was around $20 to $30 now. And part of that, you know, if you guys remember, they acquired Activision. I don't remember how long ago that was. Yeah, this is kind of tied into Call of Duty, so I'm gonna talk about Call of Duty next. Basically, you know, they acquired Activision for, I don't even, how much was that, bro? Let me see. Microsoft Activision acquisition. I think it was like $1 billion or a couple billion. Oh my god, not a couple billion. For $68.7 billion. That's a lot of doubloons. That's a lot of gold doubloons. Yeah, 68.7. I thought it was like 5 to 10 billion. That's crazy. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense because Activision's not just Call of Duty. It's, you know, World of Warcraft. It was Destiny at the time, I think, too, and some other stuff, Diablo. So it's a huge company, but yeah, ever since they did that acquisition, oh my god, ad break. Sorry guys. Ever since they did that acquisition, they've like kind of been, I don't want to say struggling, but they've been having to, you know, make certain decisions because of it, and that's why we're seeing a lot of layoffs, unfortunately. And it's, I don't know, I think Xbox or Microsoft, well, not Microsoft as a whole, but Xbox is in a weird place right now because if you couldn't tell, there's not a lot of games that are like tied to the Xbox name these days, or at least in terms of exclusives. Like I feel like pretty much all the games that get released that are published by Xbox are cross-platform, and a lot of them release on Game Pass. But from that, and you know, between them branching out, and I don't know if you guys seen the handheld that I don't know if it came out yet, it might be like pre-orders up, the ROG Ally X. That's like the handheld that's supposed to be like kind of a competitor to the Steam Deck. Like it seems like they're moving in the direction, and with like cloud gaming and stuff like that, like even their advertising is all about, you know, being able to play Xbox games wherever on any device. That's like their whole, you know, motto and ethos right now. So like it makes sense that people would think that they're kind of moving away from physical console sales. And like honestly, like at least in terms of, this is just my opinion, I feel like in terms of like cultural relevance, like the Xbox name doesn't really hold as much weight as it used to. And you know, I feel like on one hand it kind of seems like they're, you know, I think in terms of cultural relevance it definitely seems like they're struggling. I don't know how they're like business wise, how they're doing sales wise and stuff. I'm sure they're still making, you know, millions, billions of dollars, but in terms of keeping up relevance and like their plans for the future, it definitely seems pretty rocky right now. I will say like what Xbox does offer right now that like other, you know, like as compared to like the PS5 or even Nintendo right now, especially with the prices of the Switch 2, Xbox, I will say, is like it's a good entry point for like a gamer. Like if you just want to have something that plays games, I think even the Series S is like a pretty good console, and especially with Game Pass, that was a really good deal. It made sense. Like that was a very good, at least in my opinion, that was a really good like strategy to kind of lower that barrier to entry. But like with Game Pass rising in price now, I don't know if I can say the same anymore. I mean, a new gen console for GTA 6, yeah. And I think that's also part of it. Like, I can't really see a world where they stop making consoles anytime soon just for the fact that they need it to keep up with the current games. So it doesn't make sense. Well, I don't know if people were suggesting that they're just going to stop making consoles outright. I don't think that makes any sense, but I think they were maybe talking about like a delay or like, you know, them kind of trying to change their strategy in terms of the console sales, which still makes sense. But yeah, I think Xbox, at least in terms of getting its cultural relevancy, like getting its name back, I think they need games. But the problem is that, like, you know, they need profit right now, considering the acquisition and, you know, the shareholders. They want record profits. They don't want just profits. They want as much profit as possible. And it's kind of tough to invest in like solid single player experiences and like smaller games when, you know, shareholders, they want live service games. They want as much money as possible. They want the next Fortnite. They want the next whatever, Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying? So they're in a weird position. I think Game Pass is like really the one thing that's really like holding their name up and like giving them a lot of value. And now that Game Pass costs more, I don't personally think they're going to back down on the price increase. I think they're going to keep it at $30, the same way Nintendo, you know, stuck to making $80 the price point for their big titles. So I don't really see them, you know, going back on that, but we'll see. I mean, a lot of people already canceled their subscription. I think they're hoping that, you know, they'll have a certain wave of people that cancel and then the rest will stick around. They make so much from the consoles, they probably more than any of their other products. Microsoft as a whole, I don't know. Xbox, I would be interested. Yeah, I don't know that for sure. I wonder, I think that Game Pass isn't very profitable for them at the moment, so that very well could be true. But I think, I don't know if it was this article, but I think somewhere they were talking about retailers like cutting back on, you know, physical console stock and sales and stuff like that. I could be wrong, but I think I saw that somewhere. But yeah, it's just, I think Xbox right now is definitely in a bit of a weird position. But I'm interested to see what they're going to do in the future, especially like with the new gen consoles that are coming out, because I mean, next gen is like 2 years away now, probably. Like, it's usually how many, 7-ish years between consoles. Xbox and PS5 came out in 2020, believe it or not. So it's very soon. I'm curious. I don't know if they're, yeah, it's been that long already, bro. Oh yeah, didn't Costco stop selling Xboxes? That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't hear about that, but I think I saw somewhere that, you know, retailers are cutting back. But yeah, next gen is soon, so we'll see what they do. I'm very curious. They need a W, man. They need to turn things around. And if Game Pass goes to shit, which, you know, it has some red flags, we'll see what happens. But I think Sony and Nintendo have definitely positioned themselves well. They can still make plenty of mistakes, and, you know, like we're seeing with Nintendo, but we'll see what happens. How more realistic are we gonna get, I wonder? Yeah, that's like, I feel like the increment of like, you know, upgrades and graphics is just like gonna be so minimal at this point. It's literally like just gonna be like a new console just for the sake of keeping up. But like, I don't know, we'll see. I think there were rumors about a PlayStation like handheld. I think my brother was telling me about. I don't know how true that is, but I heard some rumors about like a PlayStation handheld, like a dedicated handheld. I don't know if that's tied to the next PlayStation that's coming out, but we'll see. And it definitely seems like, to a degree, this is something I want to talk about probably at another time, but it definitely seems like the future is moving very, very digital. And like, I think I was talking about on stream a while ago that like the next PlayStation might not come with a disc drive, which would be very upsetting for me. Yeah, I think the future of consoles is looking kind of shaky. It's looking kind of shaky, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, I thought 3DS graphics were crazy. 3DS was solid. I never had one, but I know they like actually had like a 3D mode or something on it. I think from what I know, or from what I heard, 3DS was a solid console. That's one I want to pick up and get modded, allegedly. But yeah, tying into Xbox and like Game Pass and stuff, we also have disk drives are overrated. They're overrated. You're rage baiting me right now. You're actually rage baiting. I feel like, you know, it's important to have. Obviously, like, you know, on PC, obviously I don't have a disk drive. I don't care to have a disk drive. But on console, like, I feel like I would want to have the disc. That's just me. I would want to have the disc. I think they're becoming more obsolete because of, you know, the practices that companies are doing, like Nintendo doing the game key card thing and shit like that, and like having, you know, day one patches and stuff like that, or like where you can't play the game until you do like a initial download. So they are unfortunately becoming more obsolete, but at the same time I still think they should be a thing. Like, you should be able to pay for a disc and have it work without needing to do a, you know, initial patch. Controversial, I know. I have to hold my mic up because this fucking mic stand's broken. PC gaming will always be chilling as long as they don't keep going towards the AI stuff. Yeah, I mean, AI, that's a whole other topic. I think AI slop, definitely. I think AI as a whole has always been around, and it's always going to be a part of the game development process. So it'll always be a thing. But yeah, slop, we don't need AI slop. But as we'll get into in a bit with the Sora release, it seems like slop is the future. But anyway, let's move on to the next article since it's related to Xbox. Lost Call of Duty sales has reportedly cost Microsoft millions. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's no bueno. Let me turn this down just a little bit. So a new report shows that Microsoft's decision to put Call of Duty on Game Pass has cost it hundreds of millions of dollars. Earlier this week, Xbox announced a price hike for Game Pass holders, which we already were talking about, bringing Ultimate up from $20 to $30. 30 doubloons a month. Other subscriptions also saw increased pricing, causing many fans to get furious. Unfortunately, its effects have spread to the closed beta for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which is not too popular, which we are. I think there might be, I have another article on Call of Duty. Already some mixed opinions on that. With Microsoft in the headlines, a new report from Bloomberg may give some insight on the situation, and it's not pretty. So yeah, apparently they lost about $300 million in sales because of Game Pass. And when you tie that in with the price increase for Game Pass, that's some red flags. That's some red flags. I think one thing that I wanted to mention with this is, like, I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like, you know, a lot of the people that played Call of Duty on Game Pass are people that wouldn't have bought the game otherwise. Like me personally, I'm not very interested in COD, but if I were going to play it, I'm not spending the $70, $80, $90, $100, whatever it costs now to play it. You know, that's what you did. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not going to pay $70, $80 for a game that, you know, comes out every year and is kind of slop, you know. COD is, but I can kind of agree on that. Not kind of, I can agree on that. Black Ops 7 is not bad, it's just boring. Did you play the beta? Was that an open beta? I have no clue. I know there's a beta, but I don't know if that's like open. Haven't been on for months because of how shit it is. Yeah, I saw they like for Warzone, I think they're bringing back Verdansk, the map from 2020, and it's pretty much the same. New game, by the way. $70, $80 game, by the way. Poor indie company can't handle those kinds of losses. Oh yeah, poor indie company. Xbox, yeah. Unfortunate, or what? Activision, yeah. Poor indie company. How you doing, Bobby Vita? How you doing? Good to see you. I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of the people that play Call of Duty from Game Pass wouldn't have bought the game otherwise. So is it? I wonder how much of that is actually a loss that, you know, is a loss on their part, because I don't know, man. I think especially now that Game Pass is $30 a month, they're gonna see a lot less players on Call of Duty, and and with Battlefield 6 on the horizon, I think Battlefield 6 is definitely gonna give them a run for their money. You know, I think Battlefield has always come out like a month before Call of Duty historically, but they've always had their own player base. But I think if Black Ops 7 does really bad, I do think we could see a lot of people switching over to Battlefield, which I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for launch. I'm gonna wait, make sure the game is okay, make sure the servers are okay, make sure the game is okay. I'm not buying day one. I'm not pre-ordering. We're gonna make sure the game, if the game is good, I will be on there. Apparently the site had issues because so many people ran to cancel Game Pass. I heard about that too. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot about that. Apparently, like, the site was crashing, right? Because so many people were canceling. I think, you know, to a degree, they were expecting a lot of people to cancel, but I think they were hoping that the amount of people that cancel gets evened out by the price increase. I don't even know, you know, do we want to look at that real quick? Hold on. Xbox Game Pass. What do they have on Game Pass Ultimate? You know, they have some decent stuff, and especially the first day titles, I think, make it worth it. But is this really worth 30 bucks a month? The game got shit when they introduced the OG Warzone stuff because Time to Kill's ass, and they tried to do everything but worse. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak from personal experiences. I haven't really been playing COD like that, but I know there was a lot of issues that people were having. Time to Kill, I heard. I know you just have to sweat people with movement and stuff like that. It's definitely become a very sweaty game, despite having Beavis and Butthead and Nicki Minaj skins. But yeah, like, you know, there's some good stuff. Hollow Knight Silk Song, First Day. Anyone interested in Halo Infinite? Grounded 2? What else they got on there? They had Persona 3 Reload. Oh, they removed it. Yeah, that's the other thing that really sucks about it, is the timed stuff. Like, certain games are just too long for me to want to be on a timer. We got Minecraft, we got Hogwarts Legacy, Forza Horizon 5. We got Madden. Oh, anybody interested in Madden? Expedition 33, but that's probably going to be leaving soon. I don't know how much longer that'll be there. These are just the popular games, but let's see. What's recently added? Scott Pilgrim, War Thunder, Assassin's Creed Unity. Imagine playing Dead by Daylight through Game Pass. Yeah, that's... You guys paying 30 bucks a month for Assassin's Creed Unity? Huh? That's that's quite the deal. Skate 3, yeah, I'm pretty sure they had Skate for a while. That's like, you know, well, there's allegedly other means you could play that game through, so I don't know if it's worth 30 bucks a month. Rayman Legend, yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, 30 bucks a month for all this, I don't. It's looking kind of scary, man. Stick of Truth is on sale for $5 right now. It's like 10 years. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna pay 30 bucks a month for a game I could get for $5 on a sale. Like, what are we doing, bro? And not be on a timer and not have to deal with the, you know, it's gotten better. I will say the Xbox app has gotten better, but, you know, oh, anybody remember Games for Windows, or what? What was that? Games for Windows 10. Oof, they've come quite a way, but still not the best. Anyone want to play Zombie? Dear God, these do not look like very enticing titles, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, 30 bucks a month now for Game Pass. Anybody interested? Hold on, did I have anything else to say about this? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if Call of Duty is going to be enough to sell Game Pass this time around. I think it's already off to a rocky start. I was looking at one of the trailers for Call of Duty, and it was at like 30k likes and like 90k dislikes. So it was a pretty bad ratio. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be interested in them giving me 30 bucks. Oh, me too, please. Was there a Peppa Pig game that I passed? Jesus. Yeah, 30 bucks a month. Peppa Pig. Oh my God, Peppa Pig. Oh, guys, Peppa Pig World Adventures. Oh, what? Dude, I gotta buy this right now. What are we gonna buy this right now? Yeah, it's looking a little scary. So I think, you know, ideally, Xbox would like put out games, put out solid titles. But unfortunately, with all the, you know, studio closures and all the, you know, shareholders wanting record profits, I don't think that's gonna happen. If Game Pass fails, like, would it be over for Xbox? Is that too much to say? They don't even have Hello Kitty Island on. I can't even say that. Hello Kitty Island Adventure only. Yeah, honestly, if they had that on there, I'd pay for it, but they don't, so they lost my $30. I'm running to my PC and copping Game Pass. Yeah, in another universe maybe. But yeah, I don't think Call of Duty is going to be enough to save them this time around. So I'm very curious what's going to happen. I don't think it'll just implode on itself within a matter of a year. I think it'll still be around for a while, but in the long term, I don't know. We'll see. Last bit of Xbox Call of Duty news. Call of Duty Black Ops 7's open beta skill-based matchmaking shakeup feels desperate, but I don't care. Okay, so for years, the Call of Duty community has been having the same argument over and over again, and it always comes back to the same 4 letters: SBMM, skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking has been the most divisive part of the series' multiplayer ecosystem for more than half a decade at this point, with some unhappy players constantly bemoaning how difficult casual lobbies have become, and other equally unhappy players tapping into the proverbial get good sign above their door. Now, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is trying to shake things up, and even though it feels like a desperate move to win back player interest, I couldn't be happier to see it happen. So yeah, basically, to kind of paraphrase, I just play Brawlhalla now. It's so damn. Call of Duty got you on Brawlhalla now. Damn. I mean, hey, Brawlhalla's fun. Yeah, apparently, Black Ops 7 Open Beta would be introducing a new playlist called Open Mosh Pit, a mode where skill consideration is drastically reduced during matchmaking. In other words, this playlist will throw together players with a far wider skill range of skill levels than usual. It's the exact kind of option players have been asking for since the start of the strict SBMM era. But don't be fooled into thinking the force behind the franchise have finally caved. Given Activision's former hardline stance on the matter, it seems rather obvious that the decision serves as a direct response to dipping engagement during the beta period. Still, that's what it takes to make the game more engaging. I remember the days when, oh my god, wait, I might be thinking of Battlefield. I could be mixing things up, but the older Call of Duties, did Black Ops 2 have a beta, and those older, I don't remember if Black Ops 3 had a beta, but I remember when, basically what I'm trying to say is I remember when betas used to be really popping, It didn't, okay. I know Battlefield always did, but I just remember the times when betas were really, really popping. So to hear that Black Ops 7 had dipping engagement, in a perfect world, Call of Duty would be not a yearly series. They would take minimum 2 years, ideally 3 between games, and really focus on adding good content in the life cycle of a game instead of just coming out with a whole new game. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a world where you could see great profit from, not yearly game series. I don't know. Obviously, you have games like Fortnite, but that's a free-to-play game, so that's a little bit different. But you see games like Fortnite that have great shops and stuff that make a lot of money off that. But, I don't know. I feel like if they really focused on content, they wouldn't have to do yearly releases. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know business. I don't know. But yeah, back to the skill-based matchmaking. Casual mode should be comfy and for everyone in most games. Yeah. So are you for skill-based matchmaking in that case? I would agree. I think me, I'm definitely a casual player. When I hop into a game after a long day of work, I don't want to be playing with a bunch of sweats unless that's what I want to opt into, And I think skill-based matchmaking works. I definitely remember the days, looking back, I definitely remember those Modern Warfare 2 lobbies where you would hop in and immediately there'd be 1 or 2 people with 60 kills, just spawn camping, and just it was just not a fun match, So, again, I haven't played a COD in a little while, so I don't know if those lobbies still happen, but I think skill-based matchmaking in general is a good thing. I think, what I was gonna say is I think options is the ideal thing. I think everyone should have the option. If you want to play a skill-based matchmaking mode, you should be able to play that. If you want to play more, what's the word? Without it, that should be an option. I think if you want to play ranked, that should be an option. I think the more options, the better. And you keep more people happy and you keep retention high. I think I don't know. I think that's the simple answer, but maybe I'm wrong. Um, it brings tears to my eyes to see COD fail like this. Call of Duty, man. COD used to be so great, man. From Modern Warfare to Black Ops 2, man, what a run, man. Man, I think it's still possible, but not if the shareholders have a say in things. I think it's certainly possible. They have the resources to make a great. They certainly have the resources to make a great game, but it's just a matter of corporate decisions. That's really what it comes down to. All the problems in the gaming industry, it really just comes down to capitalism. So, let me see what you said. In Street Fighter 6, casual matches are entirely plat diamond players and above because you don't lose rank points there. The only way to get opponents in your skill range as a new player is to do rank matches. Oh, damn. Yeah, I know fighting games work a lot differently. Again, I'm not super. I want to be more into fighting games. They're kind of daunting to me, but I want to get more into them. So, but yeah, I don't know how they work, but I know fighting games, regardless, you're getting your ass fucking beat, bro. Regardless of what rank you're in, you're just there to get beat, bro, or beat someone else up. By the way, they made a casual mode for COD Warzone, but it's bots and real players, and us sweats just go on there and practice before getting into ranked. Okay, kind of like Fortnite did with the bots and stuff. Tizzy, hi Tizzy, hi. Yeah, I think options is like the ideal situation. I think the more options, the better. And I think with Call of Duty, having a bad reception so far to Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6 on the rise, I think they need to do whatever they got to do to keep players. Let me see if they said anything else in here. Yeah, I think they were just talking about the history of skill-based matchmaking, but yeah, pretty much they're just trying to add another option so that you can opt in or out of skill-based matchmaking for the next COD, which I think is a good idea. But I don't know, is that enough? Let me see. Do they have anything else to say? Let's see. Yeah, I think also the thing is, like, a lot of times with games that they kind of have to be careful with too. I don't know if very much this is the case, but in other cases you always have like a vocal minority and then the silent majority. I think a lot of times in game development there's like, especially with competitive games, there's like the vocal minority that will be screaming and screaming for like certain changes, but then when the devs make those changes or like kind of appease too much to one side, then like the game kind of goes to shit and they lose a lot of their player base, unfortunately. So I think again, in this case, I think it's a bit different. I think more options better, but for a lot of other changes, I think they definitely have to be careful and kind of stick to their gut in a sense, or like stick to what they know, because it can be very easy to like try to appease too much to one side and just kind of ruin the whole game. There was a game that did that recently, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, man, anyone excited for the new Call of Duty? Excited for the new Call of Duty movie? I'm pretty sure I think there's a Call of Duty movie in production too. me. Honestly, I think the Call of Duty movie has potential, but will it be good? I don't know. We'll see. There's been some good video game adaptations recently, so it's possible. I think if it's anything like the Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops story, I think it could be really good. Even like something like a Nazi zombies movie with like the characters, I think that could be fun too. There's honestly potential for a Call of Duty movie. I hate to say it, but hopefully they don't screw that up. All right, let's see. Next article. We're going to be moving on to some AI news. Ooh, man, let me close some of these out. So yeah, before we get into this, basically, if anyone hasn't heard or seen, OpenAI recently, matter of fact, we'll let me see. Let's watch the trailer. Okay, that one's 20 minutes long. Let me cut the music. Yeah, OpenAI recently released Sora 2 and the Sora 2 app, which is essentially a video generation AI for anyone who doesn't know. So I'll show really quick that. Introducing. So this is all AI, by the way, guys. This is all AI generated. Ew. Yeah, I had a similar reaction. I can't lie though, it is getting quite good. This was crazy to me. This was just crazy to me. This looks like an actual anime. Yeah, that was, man.
3, 2, 1, go.
Even this looked pretty realistic. Looks like you're naming. I know exactly, bro. They probably trained it on that. This was, you know, obviously looks fake, but like the fact that it can look this quality is crazy. It did feel lifeless. It definitely, the anime segment definitely did feel lifeless, but like the actual like quality itself, like I remember, don't you remember when like, you know, AI couldn't even generate hands? Like now they're able to, like, the text is still not the best. It still has a lot of errors, but even the text has gotten a lot better. Hands are pretty like flawless now. Even I think now if you listen, like the voicing, like all the audio, you'll hear a lot of artifacting. So that's kind of the dead giveaway now is the audio, but that it won't be very long before they, you know, crack down on that too. But like this, if you just showed me this screen right here, I would just be like, yeah, this is an actual anime. Oh, we got a freaking bot. 1 second. Let me ban you. God damn it, I didn't mean to open that. But yeah, if I just seen this, my fave, if I just seen this screen, I would have thought it was an actual anime, which is crazy. That looks like my dog. Oh man. They have no souls behind those eyes. Yeah, I know. I can't tell if that's a tear or the eye being fucked up. Yeah, I think that's definitely supposed to be a tear, but definitely doesn't look like the most realistic. But anyways, point I'm trying to make is that it's just like it's getting very close. It might not be entirely there yet, but like how long before it is, you know? We're already at the point where we definitely need to have some ethics conversations about AI video generation. This one definitely looked a lot more fake. In the beginning it looked cool, but you'll see as the guy like starts to get further, yeah, this like his legs just like get really long. But even the way that he kind of fell, like that looked pretty darn realistic. The physics are pretty look at the physics on the backflip. It looked pretty realistic, man. I don't know. It's getting hard, man. It's getting hard. So yeah, that's the context. Basically, after releasing Sora AI only a few days after, mind you, the title says OpenAI hastily retreats from gung-ho copyright policy after embarrassing Sora video output like AI Sam Altman surrounded by Pokemon saying, "I hope Nintendo doesn't sue us." Shit, sorry. I need some water. OpenAI updates its policy for copyrighted content in Sora after a wave of viral videos containing Japanese IP. Basically, I'm gonna read the article, but basically, they said, we don't want no smoke. That's what they said. They said, Nintendo, if you're seeing this, we don't want no smoke. We know what you're capable of. We don't want any parts of that. There was some videos of like Pikachu and like some, you know, Japanese IP getting used. And funnily enough, a lot of I should just read the article. A lot of like Western IP wasn't getting used because they specifically, you know, blocked it from being used, but a lot of Japanese IP weren't, funnily enough. And they immediately were like, you know what, yeah, let's back up a bit. He's doing the 6-7. I'm sure he is. All right, so the article reads, less than a week after OpenAI launched the Sora 2 AI video generation model on September 30th, it's already backtracking to change its policy around copyrighted content, as reported by the Wall Street Journal. In a blog post published on October 3rd, Sam Altman responded to a wave of copyright concerns surrounding Sora 2 and announced that OpenAI is updating its policy for copyrighted content to make it opt-in, meaning Sora will refuse prompts containing copyrighted material unless the copyright holder specifically gives OpenAI permission to use it. So yeah, basically, I think a lot of Japanese content wasn't included in that the oh god, I'm fucking brain fart. A lot of the Japanese content basically was being used in the AI, and they you know, they noticed that and they realized that that was going to be a big problem. He literally said, in particular, we'd like to acknowledge the remarkable creative output of Japan. We are struck by how deep the connection between users and Japanese content is. Translation, we don't want no smoke. They're complimenting them. We're like, please guys, we don't want a lawsuit right now. Even the video, I'll show the video too that they're referencing. In the video, it literally says, I hope Nintendo doesn't sue us.
I hope Nintendo doesn't sue us.
Yeah. This one looks really weird. This one looks really artifacty. This one doesn't look as realistic as a lot of the other stuff. But I was watching like Pokelawls and like SFan. They like immediately did the face scan and like added themselves into the Sora app. And a lot of the stuff that was being generated of them, like, it's crazy. It's hold on. Do I gotta show that? Let me see. Let's do Pokelawls. I'll just play a little clip of his video because the model looked, I'll just show a little clip. The model looked very, like, a lot of them looked, this is an AI version of him. It looks like very close to him, to anyone who doesn't know Pokelawls, but
lunch talking. Dude, what the hell is this fart burp?
yeah, there's some interesting generations. Bro, his whole community just kept generating him farting. That was the whole joke. Yeah, and you'll see some other ones. Like, you'll see, like, yeah, the whole feed, like, you can basically upload yourself into the app. And god, okay. Yeah, okay, this is what I was trying to show. Oh my god. You can upload yourself into the app and like have a whole feed of like other people generating you. So basically the way that it works is like you'll have, you have your username like you typically would with a social media app, and people can @ you and generate a video of you, and obviously you have to give permission for that, but there's a lot of ethics, a lot of ethical red flags here. But basically, yeah, like, it's kind of crazy how realistically it captured him, and I don't know, man, it's just all very crazy, man. Hell no. Like, bro, hold on, let me play another one.
Just give me the video of the guys. I'm pulling into my doctor's office.
Like, I can't lie, it's funny, like a lot of these are funny, but it's just like ethically, like, it's just it's so bad, bro.
You know the video of the guy smoking and gets in the court? Oh my. You know where that guy's from? This is
Also, are you driving?
Oh my god.
Like, bro, like, you see how he looks here and you see how he looks in the videos, like, it looks just like him, bro. It's crazy.
Fresh, sealed, mine. One breath and you're out
Fucking
for the
fart
night.
You're
jar.
telling me that's a jar of your fart.
Potent enough to drop a grown man? You want the trade or not?
fresh, sealed, mine.
Yeah,
What am I looking at?
let me
Here
see
you go.
one
There's no
more
ad,
where
go
it
to
has
the-
him in.
Soft.
Oh my god, yeah, there was an anime, it made an anime version of him,
Like
bro.
this make everything feel
Why do I look so...
Like,
You
that's
mean 40 and old.
that's
like
crazy.
that.
Like,
smaller. Yeah, kind of makes the mess of today feel like
talking to
background.
Gojo
Get hung
san.
up on stuff that doesn't matter. Light one.
Ah, to the
That's my
Gojo.
plan.
Just keep breathing. Keep
Good
vibing.
plan. Ever noticed
But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, basically, I think, I don't know how it works. I know with celebrities, I think a lot of celebrities also have like a opt-in sort of thing, because a lot of those celebrities have legal teams and stuff. So a lot of celebrities too also were like blocked from being used in certain content. So they're obviously aware of the the ethical concerns, but they're more concerned with generating profit. Because I was watching another video, Atriarch, if any of you guys know Atriarch, he was talking about all this, and he was basically talking about how they seem pretty desperate to generate as much profit as possible, because obviously there's the big AI race going on right now, and they're building so many data centers, promising so many billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. So they need to find a way to get a return on all their investments. So this seems like they're trying to make this app so that they can get advertisers and stuff and make money that way. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't see a world where I scroll the Sora app. I don't see that. I don't see, I think as a gimmick people will use it, but I don't really see a world where it's like an actual competitor to TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. It's just not like, I don't think anybody's really looking for that aside from like the content creators trying to farm it. And also another point he brought up is like people are just gonna, rip the video and then post it on TikTok and post it on YouTube Shorts. So like even no one's gonna stick to the app. They're just gonna use the app and then repost the videos elsewhere. So it's not, not the best plan, and clearly not very thought out, because they're already having to backtrack on certain things a few days after release. So yeah, let me see if there anything else was said here. So this video is just one of many examples, but you'll have a much harder time finding Sora generated videos containing Marvel or Disney characters, as reported by Automaton. Sora appears to be refusing prompts containing references to American IP, but Japanese IP didn't seem to be getting the same treatment over the past week. Japanese lawyer and House of Representatives member Akihisa Shiozaki called for action to protect creatives in a post on X. I've tried out Sora 2 myself, but I felt that it poses a serious legal and political problem. Yes, it certainly does. We need to take immediate action if we want to protect leading Japanese creators and the domestic content industry and help them further develop. Yeah, so there's definitely a concern, copyright concern. And listen, man, let me see. I think with like companies like Nintendo, they're definitely gonna be a little scared. They don't want that smoke. I think the last thing I wrote down that I want to say, like celebrities can opt out, but with content creators, like that's I wonder how it works for them, because obviously like, you have to input your likeness to like generate the videos, but like, obviously there's videos of like Pokimane, for example, first one that comes to mind, obviously always kind of people like to freaking use her a lot in controversy. But anyway, yeah, so like someone like Pokimane or someone like, big content creators, people like, I don't know, Tim the Tatman Ninja, like, can you just can you just like type in a prompt and generate people like them? Because that obviously creates a lot of concern, especially for female content creators. It's just like, how do you know people aren't gonna freaking generate some freaking gooner stuff? So unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I hope that there's protection for people like them too, and not just celebrities with legal teams and stuff like that. But that's obviously going to be another big ethics concern, on top of, the obvious ones of like, misinformation and things like that. So I don't know, man. It's I think the thing with a lot of AI is like they're aware of the, controversy, they're aware of the risk, but they do things anyway because they need to make profit and they need to advance. So like it's not a matter of like, should we do it? It's we're gonna do this because we need to, or we need to. So I didn't read your other comment. How lovely now people can use them for scams and yeah, exactly. It's like, I know they definitely have a lot of restrictions as to what can be generated, but like there's always going to be some loopholes and some, people, even stuff that's within like, the guidelines. There's still like weird stuff that can be generated. I don't know if you guys saw the I don't know if you've seen, I'm not going to pull it up, but you might have seen the AI generated Charlie Kirk memes of him being like the Kirkinator. So, yeah, there's already like a lot of questionable stuff being generated. So, yeah, like the art filters that poison AI videos now need something like that. Yeah, like the stuff like the Studio Ghibli filters and stuff like that. Yeah, especially stuff like that. It's just like there's just too many. There's too many loopholes. There's too many cracks. They can't crack down on everything. They're not focused on it, and they're just focused on profit and shit. With creative prompts, you can make kink stuff. Yeah, exactly. If you can find a workaround, you can get around it, and that's the concern. And yeah, similarly, uh, Nintendo had a response recently. They said Nintendo has not had any contact with the Japanese government about generative AI. The Switch maker shoots down rumors, but insists it'll keep fighting infringement of our intellectual property. So I'm sure you guys are already aware, but Nintendo is very, oh, you better not mess with Nintendo, because they will send shooters to your house. They will they will send them to your house immediately. If you do so much as, God, I know you guys might have seen they try to copyright the Pokemon formula, like the whole catching monsters. They try to they patented the catching monsters mechanic in game, which is so crazy because that's just not unique enough to Pokemon to warrant you being able to, monopolize it. And it's just Nintendo's very questionable is what I'm trying to say. But basically, they're not gonna put up with any AI. That's for sure. So let me read the article. I think this one's a short one. Despite rumors to the contrary, Nintendo has denied lobbying the Japanese government to regulate generative AI. But surprise, surprise, the company that filed a lawsuit against Palworld over its Pokemon similarities says it'll keep taking action against IP infringement. The rumors first ran wild after Japanese politician Satoshi Asano claimed that the console maker was lobbying the government to protect its IP against AI, a claim he since retracted and apologized for on social media. Satoshi has since deleted his original post due to misinformation. But let me see. Yeah, basically he was speculating that they were lobbying the government, but even though that wasn't true, Nintendo has made it very clear that they're going to crack down on any IP infringement. So I think, I don't know when this article came out, 11 hours ago. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if this coincides with them seeing the Sora app being released. I'm assuming that's the case. And them seeing Pikachu being generated. I saw there was a video of Pikachu, I can't speak, Pikachu on Normandy. Pikachu in World War II. Yeah, they definitely are not playing that. So I think this is sort of a response to that. And it's very clear that Nintendo will not put up with that. So I think that's also part of the reason, not part of the reason, that's the whole reason why Sam Altman and OpenAI just completely was like, Nintendo, we don't want no smoke. They were like, I think they're now going to include not just Nintendo, but Japanese IP in the opt-in policy. And because especially anime was really popular in the generation on the Sora app. Half the people using it were just using it to fucking generate some anime versions of themselves or something like that. So yeah, I think if they didn't crack down on that, they would definitely have a lawsuit there. Since the death of Iwata, Nintendo is utter business people. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I could do a whole video on, and I probably will at some point, all the anti-consumer practices that Nintendo's been doing lately. The Switch 2 did not need a price increase when it was already $500. Games don't need to be $80. Game key cards shouldn't be a thing. What else? It's just, you can just go down the list, and it's just personally, I have no interest in a Switch 2 right now. The only game I'm really excited for is Kirby Air Riders, because I loved Kirby Air Ride growing up, and it seemed like they were cooking with the Kirby Air Riders. It seems like it's going to be a good game. Definitely more excited for that than fucking Mario Kart Worlds, which seems okay, but I don't know. I don't know if the player base is falling off on that, but I think that game was having some issues too. But yeah, it's just do I need a Switch right now? No. It's just not a lot of games on there, and I think it'll be at least 3 years for me before I'll even consider buying a Switch 2. It's just I don't really need it. I think aside from Kirby Air Riders, I think the From Software game could be good. It was what's that? Fire Emblem. There's a Fire Emblem game that looks good. It's really, I could probably count on one hand the amount of games I'm excited for on there. Pokemon ZA, I'm not I've never been super into Pokemon. I want to get more into it, but I'm hearing people be kind of about that game. The new game share feature would completely lock me out of some of my games if I somehow lost my Switch Lite. Really? That's crazy. Yeah, and I saw they were like bricking Switch 2s for people who were like doing things they didn't want them to be doing. Obviously, you know, trying to jailbreak the console, I understand, but like there were some cases where people were like didn't do anything wrong and their whole console got bricked. And yeah, because you need to confirm the other device can use the game if it's loaded into the first. Oh, really? So you got to make sure that the game is actually like inside the other Switch console. Yeah, they try to market it like they were doing people some huge favor, but you know, wasn't really exciting, and certainly not anything that would make me want to go run out and get a Switch too. So yeah, man, Nintendo, damn. Xbox is looking scary, Nintendo looking scary. Sony too, you know, I think Sony is like default on top right now, but barely. Sony has its problems too, you know. The big gaming industry is definitely, you know, I don't want to say struggling, because if you look at the data, they're probably making a shit ton of money still and seeing a lot of record profits, but I think, you know, the future is just it's looking kind of iffy, man. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I think I think once Sam Altman saw the Pikachu video on Normandy Beach, I think he was like, yeah, maybe we should dial this back a bit. We might get we might get sued into oblivion, so we need to dial that back. But yeah, we'll see what happens with AI, and especially with you know, Japanese and gaming IP, and you know, AI in general. You know, I'm interested in it. You know, I think there's a lot of problems right now, but I'm always interested to see where things will go and how things will play out. But it's just too many problems right now, man, and it's I don't know. The benefits are definitely not outweighing the costs. But yeah, that's there's some other articles here, but I think I'll save these for another time and see if some other ones come up, because I do want to play some games. But before that, I do want to highlight some good stuff. I do want a little bit of good news. I think I'll talk about this one first, because I do want to cover some new games that are coming out briefly as well. So next article, we have a Magic the Gathering and PlayStation collab. I think PlayStation is the only one taking a dub today, man. So yeah, Magic the Gathering and PlayStation's Secret Lair's best commander is crystal clear. I hadn't heard about this prior, so this article is specifically talking about some of the commander cards, but apparently Magic the Gathering is coming out with a PlayStation collab, which I think is really cool. I bought the Final Fantasy collab, and I actually regret not buying more. I haven't checked. I wonder if they're still on sale. I don't know. But if they are, they're probably like crazy high in price now. But yeah, I really like the Final Fantasy collab, and I wish I bought more. So I'll definitely pick up some of these. I think I'd definitely be interested in the God of War one. You know, Last of Us has a bit of a shaky history, but I'd be interested in that too. Definitely Ghost of Tsushima. I think there was some other series in here too. Uncharted for sure. I don't know if these are the main series, if there's more than these ones, but yeah, I think that collab could be really cool. So when did it say? It probably says when it comes out somewhere in here, but yeah, let me read a bit of the article. So later this month, I think it's at the end of the month. Later this month, Magic the Gathering will be crossing over with the world of PlayStation via an exciting Secret Lair drop that features 6 distinct groupings of cards based on popular first-party IPs. One of the more interesting aspects of this crossover is how many mechanically unique cards players will be getting, including new Commander-eligible legendary creature cards based on the protagonists from many of the most popular PlayStation exclusives. The reveal of these new Magic cards has already inspired plenty of deck teching from players interested in building decks around them, and an early standout is the face card of the Ghost of Tsushima set, Jin Sakai. So yeah, I'm not super tapped in with Magic the Gathering. I do have a Commander deck. I have played Commander a little bit, and I do have some cards I've collected, but card games are just, my brain is too small for TCG. I want to get more into it. I think at some point I will try to force myself to get more into some trading card games, but for collectors, I think this is really cool, and it also seems to have value for players too. Commander is essentially like I don't know if it's the most, I would assume it's the most popular play mode of Magic the Gathering, where you could play with 4 people and it's kind of like a 1v1v1v1. It's a very fun mode. It's a fun thing to play with friends. And basically the commander card is like the one that you build your whole deck around. So it seems like these cards actually have some good play value, which is good. So, you know, the collection has some value both for collectors and for players, which seems cool. I have no interest in Magic. The only cards I'd ever want are the Godzilla cards. They come out with that already. They've been doing a lot of collabs, man. And I'm sure they've been doing it for a long time. But yeah, I'm more of a collector, but you know, I do want to get more into it. My brain is just not wired for trading card games. But I think playing with a group of people, like playing Commander, is really fun to me. Even though when I did play, I got lost really quick because it's just a lot of information to take in. Like having all that information and having to memorize like everybody's builds and like not have that be on a screen or be on like some piece of like it's a lot for me. But it was fun playing with other people. So yeah, a lot of this article just gets into the, you know, the stats of the cards, so I won't really read too much into it, but I just wanted to show this because I did think this was a cool collab. So yeah, you have cards like you have a Joel card, you have an Ellie, you want an Abby card. Anyone want an Abby card from The Last of Us? Got Kratos, Nathan Drake, Atreus, Kratos. Oh, I said Kratos already. Got Aloy, Jin Sakai. I don't know if these are the only commander cards, but yeah, hopefully there's a lot of cool stuff in the decks. I think I might pick up. I don't know how they're doing this, if they're doing like it by per game or if they're just like mixing stuff together, but I'd definitely pick up some of these. I think it's cool. So yeah, if anyone's interested in that, be on the lookout for that towards the end of the month. And for the last bit of gaming news talk, I wanted to highlight some new games coming out, because I feel like a lot of commentary you'll see on YouTube and, you know, just in general is like people talking about, oh my god, gaming's dead right now, gaming's so bad. And I wanna refute that. I don't entirely disagree. I think AAA gaming and like big, you know, companies are definitely in the gutter right now. But the indie sphere, there's a lot of good indie games, a lot of good, you know, unique ideas, and a lot of good like new stuff coming out, new IPs like Chronos and Hell Is Us. Like I really want to play these games, but I have some other games I gotta finish first, so I won't be hopping on them soon yet. But I'm definitely gonna play these games at some point, probably on stream too. But yeah, actually I wanted to highlight this game first since we were kind of talking about Nintendo and Pokemon. This game, Ethermancer, I thought was really cool. This one's roguelike, sort of like, if anyone, I don't know much about Pokemon, but if anyone's heard of Nuzlocke, it's basically like a game designed to be like a standalone Nuzlocke, which is like, I think you get one Pokemon and like it's permadeath for all the I don't know how it works, but it's like a permadeath mode for Pokemon. So I've seen a lot of YouTubers do Nuzlocke content, but I've never actually really like watched a lot of it myself. But I thought this game looked really cool, so I wanted to show this. It's called Ethermancer, and I think it's recently released into early access, and there's a demo. Oh, I might try that out. So yeah, Ethermancer, or Aethermancer.
The strategist. I already have fire, earth, and wind elements covered, so rebirthing a monster with water would round out my team nicely. I'm gonna go with Jotun.
The Green Horde.
Oh god, oh jeez, oh this is bad. No.
The Duelist.
And for my next attack, my Cherufe uses Ignite, dealing damage and applying.
Like the art style looks really cool, and I think, man, it's such a shame that Nintendo is a shitty company, man. It's such a shame that they're terrible people, because I mean, like, you just can't patent, you know, the Pokemon formula. It's just like it's just wrong. But also it's like there's just so many cool games that could come out. Like this, the art style is really cool, the monsters seem really cool. Like I've never been super into Pokemon, like not because I didn't like it, I just like I've never really like taken the time out to play them. But I'd be interested to try this game out and try some other Pokemon games out, and other like monster type games. I know there's a new Digimon game. I don't know if it came out already, but there's a new Digimon game too that I heard's pretty good. Like, Pokemon is literally based on bug catching, bro. Like exactly, like you can't. That's not something you can patent, bro. And I think people were saying, did Shin Megami Tensei come out before Pokemon? I think, or something came out before Pokemon. So like it doesn't make sense. But anyway, let me keep playing the trailer.
Ether, the enemy receives additional damage and 3 more burn in exchange for 1 fire ether. Additionally, my gargoyle activates its sidekick buff, allowing it to...
But I think
I nicknamed this little guy Mendy.
yeah, this
and Mendy is my friend.
trailer's highlighting that there's like a lot of different ways to play, which is
Be
cool.
honest for a second, am I cooked?
That's Ludwig.
Wow. I really love what they did with the shading and the depth on this pixel art.
The developer.
I think we need to redo the shading on the pixel art.
I think we need to redo the shading.
Which Ethermancer will you be? Play now.
Yeah, I'll definitely try the demo for this game. This looks really cool. So, how much is it? It's on sale. Steam sale still going on. So $20 right now. A little 10% off. If that sounds interesting to you, at least maybe try out the demo, see if you like it. Yeah, this game looks really fun. So that game, and I think I saw this today. So, yeah, gaming's not dead, man. Next game I wanted to show, this game looks crazy. This game comes out in like 3 days, I think. It's a horror game in the style of Disney princess movies. Can you believe that? Yeah, so let me read the description. By Sweet Carol is a narrative horror adventure game completely hand-drawn in the style of classic animated films. Follow the trail of missing Carol Simmons and uncover the dark secrets hidden behind her disappearance from Bunny Hall Orphanage. If anyone's a fan of like, Alice Madness Returns and like the Alice games, like, I still haven't finished that. I gotta finish that game, but this game reminded me a lot of that. So if you like that, I think you would like this game. So let me just show. Oh my God, bro! I just clutched up on a guy that was sure better than me. Okay, W.
Will never be apart.
Where did this letter come from? That would only confirm the other girl's suspicions.
Yeah, like the whole game, literally, like even the gameplay looks like a Disney movie, bro.
Don't you understand, Miss Hinman? If that was the case, what would be the point of burning this letter? It's already been several weeks since.
Like that's gameplay that's showing right when she just jumped in the water. That was gameplay. There was a whole gameplay demo that I was watching, but it's like 10 minutes long, so I'm not gonna play it here.
The princess. Were you able to stop time?
Whoa. Yeah, like this is gameplay right here, bro. There's no price on the Steam page, unfortunately, but depending on how much it costs, I might be willing to play this month since it is spooky month. Like this actually looks insane. Scared the fuck out of me. Didn't know it was gonna be horror. I mean, it's horror, but it's not like, this doesn't look like scary to me, but it's definitely like, you know, it's not like a jump scare horror, but it's like, you know, horror theme. You know, it's like a Little Nightmares vibe, you know. Oh, they're really leaning into the Disney aesthetic here with the singing. So yeah, this game comes out in 3 days, October 9th. So if anyone's interested, check that out. I don't know if there will be a demo. Probably not. They probably would have one by now. But yeah, if you like games like Little Nightmares, I think you probably like this game too. And hopefully it's good. So yeah. But gaming's dead apparently. Next game I wanted to shout out. This game isn't out yet, but I think it was recently announced. This one is a snowboarding game for anyone interested or anyone who likes SSX. This game looks really cool. Wapi Sapi. Yeah, the art style of this game looks so sick, bro. Games like this and like Bomber Cyberpunk, amazing, immaculate. I will say my only, critique so far is the animations do look a little bit choppy, but I think if the gameplay for this is really good, I think it won't really matter that much. I think this game looks, unless maybe that was by design, because I know that this frame right here did kind of seem like the yeah, like the Spider-Verse style where they have the drop frames. So maybe it's intentional. I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't Stop Girly Pop. I've heard of that. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember which game that is. I'll check that right after this, because I know that name and I know that I've seen it, but I don't remember what game that is. But yeah, this game not out yet, no release date, but definitely add it to the wish list, or bookmark it if it looks interesting. I think it's been a while since there's been, well, I shouldn't say that. I know there's been some other snowboarding type games, but definitely no SSX, and I don't know if that series will ever come back. So this is like the spiritual successor. So yeah, if interested in that, check that out. Is there a Don't Stop Girly Pop? Yeah, okay. Is this oh, this is that action game. Yeah, the FPS. This looks cool too. There's a lot of games like this coming out with like kind of like Doom, Duke Nukem style games, but like in some crazy art styles. I seen one that was like in like the old cartoony style, kind of like Cuphead. I don't remember the name. I think I've seen a couple games like that.
That one's pretty. You think this is funny? Going around and wrecking all my stuff?
Yeah, like this is just like, you would never get this in a AAA game anymore. Like this amount of like wackiness and like creative freedom.
How much shareholder value you just destroyed?
Literally talking about fucking industry shit.
And the more you heal. Just
Don't stop moving. Yeah, there's been a lot of cool shooters lately, bro. There's another game, which I actually want to look at now, that I saw got really good reviews, Pigface. I think my brother told me about this too. Yo, overwhelmingly positive. So this is early access, but it does have a demo, so let's see.
Hello, Exit.
A lot of good shooters coming out.
Something's been implanted at the base of your skull. That's because there has. It's a small explosive device, one that I can detonate at any time. It's in your best interest to listen to me.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this like a single player? Like, what kind of game is this? You wake up with an explosive headache in a pool of your own blood. Your exit, a terrible woman whose awful past has finally caught up to her. Fulfill contracts for the people who drilled into your skull, guns blazing, slow and tactical. It doesn't matter. They know you'll do whatever it takes. Okay, so this looks like a single player type game. Yeah, this game looks sick too.
Check them out on your laptop for the job.
Damn. Reminds me a little bit of like Postal. Get the job done. Yeah, this looks like really fun. And for only $10, hey man, can't really go wrong. Early access. So yeah, another good game, man. And okay, I think there's two more I wanted to highlight. So there's this game that came out recently, or I guess it came out in early access. And there's a demo. Damn, I gotta try that. I didn't know there's a demo for this. This one's called Geno Kids. I think I remember seeing this on Twitter, like the dev posting this, and I think they were mentioning that it's like slightly inspired by like Kingdom Hearts, but it's like a lot more colorful and wacky, and like kind of reminds me of like Soul Eater too. You'll see a lot of like Soul Eater inspired visuals too. But the description says a bizarre music band named Geno Kids is rocking one of their best concerts to date when the infinite empire of Zenodia decides to invade Earth and assimilate mankind, landing right on top of the band and ruining both their concert and mood. So it's like a hack and slash type game. It Has My Face, I think the name was, also recently released. Oh shit, maybe I'll look at that too. Okay, but let me play the trailer for this one. This game looked really fun too. Really cool art style and music.
Weird. I don't remember calling the punching bag committee. Leave it to me.
A lot of cheeky voice lines. Yeah, even the cell shading
What happened?
looks really nice. Reminds me a little bit of
You've been out for a
Beautiful
couple
Joe.
hours. The city is a wreck and those pink creatures are
Even though that's like a 2D, I know, but
What are we waiting for? I need more.
and I think I could be wrong, but I think this is this developer's first game, so this is like really good for a first game.
I don't care what your deal is. You ruined our concert, so you're getting punched a lot.
Yeah, I definitely want to try this too.
You really are itching to die, aren't you? Allow me to assist you. Is that?
I wonder how the characters work, like with the different playstyles. Like if you're, like the game is divided into each character, like a different section for each, or if you kind of just choose which one you want to play. I haven't seen any like one play. I haven't. I can't speak. I haven't seen anyone play this, so I don't know. Yeah, this moon is definitely Soul Eater inspired.
Because I'm gonna punch its ass all the way back to space.
So yeah, that was that. Geno Kids, if you're interested in that, check out the demo, wishlist it, try it out, buy it. It has my face. This is the last one I'll look up because I do want to play some games for a bit, so I'll start to end the news section. It has your face. Now it wants your life. Hide, seek, and try to kill your clone in this deceptively simple first-person horror roguelite. Oh, wow, interesting. Roguelites are popping right now, man. Roguelikes and roguelites. Ooh, jump scare. I can't remember what this art style reminds me of. There's another game that has a very similar art style. The like pixel. Like this particular style of like pixel art. That's fucking... Hunt yourself. Hunt it. Damn. 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 Ooh. Ooh, murdering everybody. Yeah, this looks cool. It has your face. Damn, let me add this to the wish list. Yeah. $9 has a demo. A lot of games have demos now, which I love. So there's really no excuse to not try stuff out. Let me just put that in the wish list quick. Might have to check that one out. Thank you. All right. And the last one I wanted to show hasn't come out yet, but this one I'm really excited for, and I'm keeping an eye on. It's called Beta Decay, and it's a shooter. I think it's a multiplayer shooter, like you know, a PvP shooter. But man, I don't even know a lot about it. But all right, let me read the description. It says Beta Decay is a dark dystopian RPG where you can build spaceships, join factions, and fight for territory in a newly discovered star system. Okay, so there's a lot more to it. Become an engineer repairing starships, a mech pilot commanding war machines, to a syndicate leader executing raids deep within a labyrinthic neon city. Yeah, this game, I don't know if this trailer has... Yeah, this trailer has gameplay. This one looks really sick. Like the art style and the combat just looks like God, look at this, bro. That looks so beautiful. open world. Oh, I didn't know that. Damn, this game is a lot more ambitious than I previously thought. Yeah, like you see that slide? Oh my god. I wonder if you can switch between first and third person too. Seems like it. I need this game now. Insane, bro. Like this is what we mean when we say like we don't need everything to have super hyper realistic graphics. Like give us something like this with like has a great art style and great gameplay. Like that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. But I really hope this game turns out right. PvE too. Yeah, man. This game looks sick, bro. So I'm hoping they do, I don't know if there's there's no release date. 2025 is the release. Oh, okay. Early access in 2025. Okay, so hopefully by the end of the year there'll be an early access. I'll definitely be there. I'm really excited. I hope it's good. And if it's, if it's rocky at launch, that's what early access is for. So hopefully they can turn it around. But yeah, those are the upcoming and recently released games for today. There's definitely a lot more I could show, but I'm just, picking a couple per stream to show off. But yeah, gaming's not dead, man. Gaming's not dead. You just gotta have an open mind and look around a bit. Even like, AAA has been a great year this year for AAA games. I could go down the list. Freaking Death Stranding, Expedition 33, Metal Gear Solid, the Silent Hill game, this game Chronos Hells Us. What else? There's just a Split Fiction. I'll even give it to Borderlands. Like there's just so many good games that came out this year. So can't even really say gaming's dead, man. But yeah, that's it for the news talk section. Hold on, I got the music. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is new. I wanted to try this out. I was really excited to try this out, and I really enjoyed this. So I think this might become a regular thing. I don't know if every stream will do this. It all depends on how much news I have to talk about. But yeah, I also want to include like, I want to talk about some music too. I have some albums that I want to talk about, but that'll be for another time. So if I don't talk about gaming, I might talk about music. I might talk about anime and manga as well, stuff that I've been watching and reading. So I guess, yeah, I'll just kind of pick for the day what I want to talk about. But today was gaming news, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't have a lot longer to stream. I think I got like maybe an hour, but I did want to play some Monster Hunter Wilds because I bought this recently. I didn't really play. I just made a character just so that I wouldn't have to waste time on that on stream. So I think I'll play a little Monster Hunter. I don't know how far I can get, but I guess I'll probably just play some of the tutorials and see how far I get. Let me plug my controller in. But yeah, for anyone lurking, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And I hope it was enjoyable to listen to. I'm definitely going to be, cutting it up and putting it on YouTube because that's like my goal with it too. And hopefully grow the community. So I definitely enjoyed that. I'll definitely be doing a lot more of that. Firmware. I'll do that later. Okay. Let's pause the music. And let me change the category. Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, for context, I've never actually really played a Monster Hunter game. despite owning 2 other Monster Hunter games, Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise, and despite having a decade at this point to get into them since I bought World, scratch my head. But, you know, I bought this because I do want to play with some friends, and I think that'll probably motivate me. You know, playing with other people, that'll motivate me to really learn. And also, this game has a story, so God, I need to fix my mic. This game, I think the fact that it has a story will engage me a bit more. But it's not responding. Okay. Hold on. God. I need to buy a new mic stand, bro. This is pathetic. This is so sad. I was like holding my mic arm up the whole time, bro. Okay. Alright. That's good. RE Engine. Resident Evil. So, yeah, but basically I say that to say if I'm bad at this game, that's my excuse. But I already made a character, so, and I did a little bit of the intro sequence, so we can just hop right in. Oh, what is this? Does it boot me right into the game? Hi. Oh, that's my kitty. Oh, that's my character right there. She's so bad. Look at her. She looks like a demon. Oh, dang. That's a cool little intro animation. I like that. Okay, hold on. Let me put my other headphone in. But yeah, I don't think I'll be playing this very long. I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately, but I did want to play, so we'll see how much we can get through. Damn, the graphics are really beautiful in this game. I know people were complaining about performance issues. I don't know if the performance is still really bad, but I think I was holding up a decent 60, 70 last time I was playing. It did dip a bit. Let's see. Okay, I'm at like 54. Okay, so it's good enough for me. Yeah, all the, you know, all the combos and stuff, like that's something I'm really gonna need to learn in this game. But fortunately, it seems like there's a lot of tutorials, so that's pretty much all we're probably gonna be able to do today, just tutorials. Damn. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Have you decided on a weapon?
I was about to say, I wonder if it makes me decide on that by default. This is also another thing that's so confusing, is choosing a weapon. But I don't want to spend too much time. I think I played a little bit of Rise. What did I play on Rise? There are 14 weapon types that a hunter can use on a hunt, each with its own unique attacks and handling. The Great Sword features slow, heavy movements, but each strike packs a punch. Try out different weapon types to find the perfect fit for your playstyle.
If you answer a few questions for me, I can get a better sense of your tastes and priorities and think of the perfect weapon for you.
Okay, so they'll help me out this time.
How would you describe your fighting style?
I need to be agile. I need to be quick.
What do you look for in a weapon?
Ability to launch a relentless onslaught of attacks, quick fluid attacks, and improve vertical mobility. The ability to parry, ability to guard. I'm stuck between these two. I think vertical mobility, they're going to talk about the glaives, and those are kind of hard to learn. So let me
Mobility
give this
is your
one.
first priority? Then this weapon might be a good match.
I think I had like some dual swords. Yeah, dual blades. That's what I want. That's what I was using last time. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's see.
Once you've got a feel
Double
for the weapon,
slash.
try it out.
I like that. I like that. My character reminds me of Fade Rotha from Dune. I was gonna make her bald, but then I was like, let me just give her hair. But if I can change it later, maybe I'll change it. We'll see. All right, mount the secret. Oh, I'm getting on the secret. Use to mount and move automatically. Okay. Use L during auto move to steer your sacred manually. You will return to auto move after some time.
Alright,
Okay.
let's have the sacred follow the scent.
Speed up now.
These sacred are
Speed up now. Gas pedal.
Give them a scent and they'll follow it on their own.
What is this? How do I stop the? How do I stop the auto move? Stop moving. Stop moving. Night true. Okay. There we go.
Did you hear that?
That Woodawee doesn't sound good. Woodawee scared.
Down there.
No. Uh-oh. Oh, hell no. That's a freaky frog. Oh my god. Oh, the game's kind of loud. I gotta turn it off. Not the Chatacabra. No, don't eat it. Stay away.
Come on, bud. We have to run.
Get away from her. You need to leave.
Go. What? I can't just leave him.
I'll help. Hurry.
Damn, already throwing me into a fight? Can I? Hold on. What, pause? Oh, pause. Okay. That was too much work to pause. And I can't access the menu? I don't want to... Okay, alright. I want to turn the audio down. Alright, frick you, buddy. Oh, he's stuck. Bring that ass here. How do I dodge?
It's going to attack.
Oh my god, I keep thinking square is an attack button. Demon mode! Demon time! Demon time! Oh my god, I keep pressing square. Yeah, I know that the monsters take really long to die in this game. Hold L2 to activate focus mode. This mode allows you to attack in the direction of a target. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going demon mode! Oh my god. Do I need that? Oh, I dodged! I pressed the dodge button! Ooh. Whoa. 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 How'd I do that? I don't know what I'm doing, but I like it. Oh, the dual blades are so cool, bro. I'm going demon mode. Which room? Repeatedly attack the same part of a monster to open up a wound. This will make a monster vulnerable, allowing you to inflict more damage. Use focus mode to target a wound easily. Where's the wound? Oh, right here.
Weapon needs a bit of sharpening.
Come here, Chatacabra! Whetstone. L1. Whetstone. Okay. Did that work? Damn, I gotta get on my mount just to do that. Press R1 while holding L2 to perform a focus strike. If the attack hits a wound, it will destroy the wound, dealing a large amount of damage. Okay. L2, then press R1. No! No! Get up! Get up! No, that's not where I want to hit. No. Oh, oh. Okay. Get over here! Oh my god. Perfect. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was sick. It made me feel like Levi from Attack on Titan. Oh, my kitty's baiting the monster. You can dodge faster while in demon mode, perform a successful perfect evade, and automatically unleash an attack and enter demon boost mode. Okay, that's what that was. Which will temporarily enhance your abilities. A variety of other attacks specific to each weapon apart from the ones introduced. Try out different moves starting with the tutorial on the previous page.
Now, engaging with the target.
I think I love this game already. Demon mode activate! Oh my god. That was so freaking sick. That was so slay. That was so slay. Do I have to... SOS flare. After a quest begins, you can request help from other players by firing SOS. Hunting parties consist of 4 members, so up to 3 other players may join. If a certain amount of time passes after an SOS flare was fired, but support hunters, okay. Okay. L1 SOS. Okay. Can control. Okay. Failed to create session. Okay. Well. It's getting away. What was that? Pick it up. Okay. I'm coming. You thought you could get rid of me? Can I do it? I'm back. Oh my god, that move. That move is so sick. Oh my god. He just licked me! He just licked me! I'm going demon mode! Alright, I guess I gotta sharpen the old tool. Don't worry, I'm coming back for you. I'm coming right back. Oh, I missed completely. Oh, he was charging that one. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. Stop trying to lick me! Oh, get it. Oh my god. That's so freaking cool. Oh my god, crossfire. Friendly fire, friendly fire. That forest other dinosaur. The Stegosaurus. The Stegosaurus. Oh, that was okay. That okay. You can stop now. It just completely whiffed. Get over here. It's running away. Yeah, the environment design is really sick. This game is beautiful. I probably don't have it on high settings. It doesn't look like it, but it's still a really beautiful game. Yeah, I can see why people might have complained about performance, but I mean, my performance is decent. Oh, I slayed it! Oh! Poggers, poggers! We slayed it, we slayed it! Okay. Sheath weapon. Carved materials, okay. We killed the Chatacabra. The Chatacabra. Damn, there's more? I gotta get all of it. Give me all of it. Is that it? Alright, end the quest. My Pookie did so good. Look at my baddie. She looks like an alien. Okay. Chatacabra certificate. A guild certificate awarded to those who have hunted a Chatacabra. I used to make equipment. Alright, I think... Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the audio down because the game was so loud. Shell, scale, mystery bone, meat, herb, crystal. Okay, okay. I got 3960Z. Okay. 25 guild points. I'll take that. Alright, let me... Finally, I can turn the audio down a bit. Let me turn that to like 50. Oh, 55, 60 should be good. We'll do 60. Hopefully that's good enough. Oh, dang. Oh, they were hiding.
It's safe now.
It's safe now.
There. Thank the winds.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Wait. Hold on. Did you really do that? There's no way you should have been able to.
There's no way.
How?
So, how? Sorry. Sorry.
You came because your sister said you were in trouble.
Nona! Where is she?
She's safe. Don't worry.
We'll take you to her, all right? Hey! You made it!
What a fascinating creature. Any trouble finding us?
None at all, thanks to your flair.
Base camp. Not as flashy as the one in Worlds. I think Worlds was like a whole ship, right?
Please, this way.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hey, Hunter. Back already? Good work.
Hey, your sister's just over there.
She's been worried sick. Hurry.
This is a pretty well-protected spot.
We could do a lot worse for an interim camp. This way.
Just a quick checkup. I'm telling you, we just need some space. She's fine. But she needs
Which we're perfectly capable of.
Nona!
Damn.
Isai, you're okay.
Like the winds.
You see? She's fine. Now scram. Go. Back to your stations. We'll fill us in later.
I didn't properly thank you before. Everything just happened so fast. I didn't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Isai. My sister and I are from a nearby village.
My name is Nona. It's wonderful to meet you. I'm Alma. The others and I are here on a search. We're from a place far out west.
Where's your village?
This village you say you're from?
Is that too nosy?
It's just a short distance away by Sacred. Nona and I live there with our grandmother.
Would you happen to know of a tribe called the Keepers?
The Keepers? No, I don't. Sorry.
I see. Well, that's okay. We're actually helping our friend here find his home. His people. They're called the Keepers.
The Keepers, huh? Sorry. I don't remember ever hearing that name before. But our elder, she might know something.
I wonder if it's gonna skip once I click on this one. So I'll click this one.
Thanks for letting us borrow your Sacred earlier. They were a tremendous help.
Did you train them in your village?
I like how she just stands out like a sore
We raised
thumb.
them from eggs and trained them ourselves. They're invaluable to us as companions.
They're so intelligent. They really came through for us back there.
I know, right? They're great at sensing and avoiding trouble. And at remembering sense. But they're pretty tricky to handle. So not everyone's cut out for riding them. Take this guy, for example. He won't let just anyone ride him. He's almost too smart for his own good. So, when I saw him take to you so easily, I was really impressed. You must have a gift.
Look at my cat.
How'd you end up in that situation back there?
Oh, it was all my fault. I was careless. I was helping Nona with riding practice, and a giant toad snuck up on us. I told Nona to run for it while I got its attention. But when my Sacred and I tried to get away, he slipped, and we fell into that cave. And so, who exactly are the two of you?
Oh, right. We must have really surprised you earlier.
Forgive me for my lack of understanding, but you use those tools? I've never seen anything like that before.
Back where we're from, specialists use these tools to protect others from large creatures. With the understanding that they're never to be brandished at other people, of course. Only those with special permission are allowed to use them.
Tools. Specialists. Permission. It's all new to me. But I'm just glad you were there.
I like how this is like assuming that they all speak the same language. There's like people across the world just magically speak the same language.
That won't do to keep you talking. Let's take a look at those wounds.
I think you can have the option to have your cat speak English, but I don't know, it just felt really weird to me. I just wanted him to speak cat. I just wanted him to meow. Okay. New. Okay, what's the objective now? Over here? Oh, there's a lot. Okay, I think I need to talk to all of them. Okay. Hi, Jack.
Davis unit. Here to stock up on provisions? Well, you came to the right place. but we're still in the process of getting set up. The support team is a little behind schedule, so I can't really provide any provisions. Sorry. But they should be here any time now. I'll get back to you after the meeting. Deal?
Okay. Bye, Jack.
Welcome back, Hunter. Looking good out there.
Thanks for looking after Nata and the other kid. Oh, a nice throw back there.
What can I say? I come in handy. Well, I got everything set up and ready to go. What you think?
Yeah, the one thing about Monster Hunter Rise that, like, it's not necessarily a complaint, but that game really, like, throws you into the game. It definitely has some tutorials, but, like, it felt like very overwhelming compared to, like, this and World. So I think after I, like, play all the content in this game, I'll go back and play Monster Hunter Rise, since I'll have, like, a good understanding of the game mechanics and I won't, you know, be completely lost. But yeah, like, all the camp and, like, even the menu is, like, kind of, it's like a lot, bro. It's a lot of information, kind of just, like, jam-packed, bro. At the smithy, you can use Zenny and materials from hunts to forge or upgrade weapons and armor for you and your palico.
It's not ideal, but I can make do. Especially since we might be on the move soon. But don't you worry. I can still make anything you need to succeed out in the field. And if you got materials, I can make you something. If you don't have enough, I got you covered.
Chatacabra, okay. Oh, can I make something? Hunter's armor is made up of 5 parts. Forge even more powerful equipment by using materials and spending Zenny in the Forge Upgrade armor menu. Sorry. Sorry, I gotta read that again. Forge. Okay, each armor piece has 2 versions. Each have the same stats. Okay. Register your equipment you want to forge later at the smithy to your wish list. Okay. Armor made from Chalta copper materials will have higher defense than your default armor. Okay. So how do I know it uses the Chalta copper thing? A lot of these don't have drip, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Oh, here, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the drip here is it's not exactly there. But how much money do I have? Okay, I have almost 4K. So I can afford all of this, but do I want it? Let's see, defense 6. What's the rest? Oh, defense 4. Damn, I might have to lose my freaking swag. I might have to not slay. Alright, well,
Ready to
I'll
get
take
to work?
that.
Alrighty.
I wonder if I can, like, use a glamour and, like, change the way it looks. Because I'd rather keep the way I look right now. That's what I usually do in Final Fantasy. Every time I get a new armor, Final Fantasy 14, every time I get a new armor, I just change it to the armor I like. Because it's like, it just takes away my aura, man. Equip? Okay. Look at that. I mean, that's kind of cute. But my aura definitely went down a bit. Okay. So I don't have enough materials for that. Scale, shell, hide. Okay, I got enough for that.
Look good. Alrighty.
Alrighty. She's kind of bad. I kind of need her, I fear. I'm not gonna lie. She reminds me of, is that one character from Final Fantasy 15 who's blonde and, like, runs the gas station or something. I forgot her name.
I'm ready to work.
With the big girls. If you know what I'm saying. Can I skip this? Okay. I was about to say you have to watch that every time. You know what? This ain't terrible. It's not. It's not terrible. I don't want. Okay. I don't want the pants though. But. I could get different pants, but sacrifice a little defense. I don't know. Well, I don't know how much my current armor has. Can I see my current equipment? I guess not. Okay. I don't know which one is. I don't like either of these. Alright, we'll go with this one.
Alrighty.
My trip is gone. It's okay. Hopefully there'll be some better armor sets later on. The stuff that I've seen, I did see some crazy looking armor, so I'm sure there's some good ones. Oh brother, it's not terrible. I guess it's not terrible. Okay. Oh, weapon.
Anything catch your eye?
I don't know how this works. This cannot be forged or upgraded yet. Okay. Calico equipment, just like your hunter. Holy mama, who that? Wait, Monster Hunter yes, sir. Yeah, I'm playing all the I'm playing with all the baddies. My character's baddie, but I just lost all my drip because I had to change my armor. So I'm a little sad, but we gotta grind for the good drip. Just like your hunter, your Palico's equipment can be crafted using materials and Zenny. Okay. Okay, we can work with these.
Look good.
Skip that. Equip. Oh, look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. He's so cute. Okay. I think that's all I can do for now. How long are you gonna be on? I'm actually probably gonna be getting off soon. Probably really soon actually, because I don't think I really have time to do another hunt. I just did the first tutorial hunt, so I got on late today, unfortunately. So I might be ending in a couple minutes, but I'm off tomorrow, so potentially another stream tomorrow. I was doom scrolling on TikTok this whole time. Okay, buddy. Were you doom scrolling on Sora 2 app? You gonna use that?
Well, that's enough chit-chat. See you later.
Gonna watch some AI Kamala Harris edits. AI furry, what was it? The furry hyena Kamala Harris edits. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Nata. Wait, she looks kind of cute with that armor. Maybe it's not too bad. How you holding up? Bro, my character's so bad. She looks unsettling and freaky, just the way I like it.
I was so surprised when you jumped off the boat onto that bird thing.
Sora, show me Kamala dragging that wagon. Okay.
I think so.
Hyena Kamala dragging the wagon. Yeah, let me goon to that.
Well, I hear you crossed the desert on foot.
Yes, outside the tunnel, it was sand in every direction. Tashin, that's my father's friend, gave me some food and water. So I walked and walked until I couldn't go another step. I don't remember anything after that.
You were very brave.
I guess so.
I guess so.
So, what kind of things do you like?
Me? I don't really know. I I liked the tea Alma made for us on the sand ship. It was sweet and smelled nice.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that I like that this game has a story because I was playing Rise and it felt like I was kind of just thrust into it, and like there were tutorials, but it did feel a little overwhelming with all the information. So I do like that this game has a story, and I feel like I'm getting acclimated to it more. And I think once I like finish this, I'll go back and play Rise,
Well, look who it is.
because that one still looks
Quite a
really
show
fun.
you put on back there. They told me you were good, but they failed to mention you were halfway out of your mind. I'm Olivia. We'll be working together a lot on this expedition.
The pleasure's all mine. How'd you get roped into this expedition?
Expedition 33,
you don't know?
Game of the Year.
My unit
I need to finish that too. Maybe tomorrow actually. We'll see.
can already tell this is going to be quite the ordeal, but the rest of my unit is not too fussed.
Sounds like they trust you.
We have our objectives. The Keepers, the White Wraith. But there's more to the job than that. True hunters devote themselves to helping people. That's our calling.
Not Rise Wild. Oh wait.
Let's answer that calling.
I still want to play Rise, but Ball they've been staring at me late. Still want to play Wilds. I mean, I think you could get like the equal amount of time out of each game. So, yeah, I mean, if you're more interested in Baldur's, you should pick that. I've been thinking about that too. I could play that on stream, but I got too many other games I gotta finish first, bro. I would really like to play it co-op, but it's just not gonna work for me schedule-wise, man. I want to, but it's just not gonna
What else
happen.
have you heard about me? I'm almost afraid to ask.
People say you're a solitary bird, that you prefer to work alone.
Yes.
So why'd you agree to a cooperative undertaking like this? Change of heart?
Change of something.
Well, you're here now, and that's all that matters. I won't pry. So, have you been to the training area yet?
Training area. The high performance barrel puncher is the perfect training target to practice using different weapons. It has unlimited consumable. Training area is located on the far end of the camp. Okay.
There's no better place to learn the feel of a weapon. Have a look when you get the chance. This dream we walk through is fragile, and only through constant self-betterment do we delay its end.
Okay. Enter the expedition commandment tent, or command tent. I'm not going to the training area right now. Oh, I need to save. Oh, it did save.
Avis unit present.
Astrum unit, Rubrum unit, Turris unit, Ferrum unit, present.
Let's see. Provisions, research. We're here, for the most part.
Let's start with the good news. Thanks to everyone, we're off to an excellent start.
Indeed, we've already made human contact.
The next thing to discuss is our short-term goals. We have two objectives: rescue the Keepers and locate the White Wraith that attacked their village. Unfortunately, the tunnel Nata used has collapsed, and we don't know any other way to find his people.
Any idea how long you were down there?
I walked for several days. I'm not sure which way. After a while, it all started to look the same.
Then we'll need to split up. Make our search as wide as possible.
Good deal. Except I think it'd be better if you held off until the support team arrives.
No objections here.
This project to survey the Forbidden Lands has been in the works for years. And now here we are.
Thank you all. I'm sorry to cause so much trouble.
It's all right, lad. We're in this together.
First things first, I think we ought to escort Nona and Isai back to their village for safety reasons.
You know what? I kind of like my outfit. I'm not gonna lie. If I could change the colors, it might be better.
Why don't we stop by our tent and
The
prepare
hat is
before we
cute. I
go?
can't lie. It's like my little cat hat. Okay.
Hey, can one of you help me out? My stockpile of honey is
Can you
running
help
low.
me out? Speed, my mom is kind of homeless. I want to help her out.
Who the heck is the support team?
Move. Wiener? Is that his name? Wiener? Okay, let me go to my tent, and then I think I'm gonna stop there. I know that was really short, but hopefully longer stream tomorrow. Tent. Okay, what are we doing here? You and your palico need to be prepared for hunts. Use your tent to change equipment and organize your item pouch. Okay. Transfer. Item pouch. Oh my god, there's so much in here. Put items for hunts in your item pouch. You can also restock your items at your item box in the sub-menu. You can also restock your items at your item box. Like, there's just so much text, bro. Oh my god. Okay. Materials obtained from hunts are automatically stored in your item box each time you access your tent menu. Put items for hunts in your item pouch. You can also restock your items at your item box. Okay. Okay, so this one is the pouch. And this is... Okay, so these are the boxes. These are all the back stock that I have. Do I need anything else? I don't know. I don't think I... Antidote? Okay. Oh, okay. Should I bring raw meat with me? Mega potion, oh, I got well done and rash. Okay, I don't need raw meat. Okay, ammo pouch. You can hide ammo coatings you do not want to appear in the ammo coatings bar by pressing hide. Yada yada. Okay. Do I need any of these? Sticky. Icky sticky. Okay. Okay. This is so much information. Okay, view loadout to check and set equipment items and radio menus. Okay, so that... I don't think I need to worry about that right now. Oh, I can change my appearance. You can now take advantage of layered weapons and the equipment appearance menus to show your true passion. After you finish upgrading a weapon on the weapon tree at the smithy, you'll be able to equip it as a layered equipment. For weapons that change appearance as they're upgraded, you'll be able to select previous appearances once the weapon is upgraded to its final form. Okay. So I don't think I can... I don't think I can change any of these. Alright. Alright. Alright, I think you now have access to lobbies where you can chat with friends and engage in multiplayer with other hunters. Okay. You can invite other players to be friends via the lobby members or hunter ID search. Okay, so now I can play with other people. Cool, cool. Form a link party to explore and complete quests and multiplayer with a fixed group of members. See the play guide. Send an SOS flare and play with hunters worldwide, regardless of whether you've joined a lobby or not. So I guess we don't have to be like any same level, which is cool, because I do want to play this with other people. If you want to change which lobby you're currently in, access the change, yada yada yada. Okay, I think this is a good place to stop, because I don't really... Yeah. Fortunately, pretty short on the game side today, but hopefully we'll do a lot more tomorrow. So, alright, save and quit. Alright. Yeah, it's time. Time for me to go, unfortunately. Oh, shoot. But yeah, to anybody lurking, thank you so much, as always. I appreciate everybody that stopped by, that hung out with me. Yeah, I really liked that news section that I did at the beginning of the stream. Honestly, I yapped a lot more than I was expecting to, which I'm happy about. So I'm definitely going to be doing more of that. That might become a every stream thing. We'll see. Try to have some sort of news or something to talk about at the beginning of stream, and then we'll get into the gameplay after. Today I did get on a bit late, so that's why there wasn't a whole lot of gameplay today. But next time, hopefully a lot more. Maybe tomorrow, no promises, we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. And I hope you have a very good rest of your night or day or morning, wherever you're at. Bye. Bye. See you later.